Father's Day on Sunday, and as you know, Donald Trump is a father. Might not be a great father, but he is a father. So Donald Trump Jr. recently interviewed his dad for his Triggered podcast. Does anybody listen to that? Don Jr. has a Triggered podcast? I didn't even know that. I didn't know that.
This was their Father's Day special.
Is Kimberly Guilfoyle his fluffer in that podcast? I wonder. I don't know. But Don Jr. interviewed his dad for this stupid podcast for a Father's Day special. He really asked some really riveting and hard-hitting questions. It wasn't about the Black Lives Matter movement. It certainly wasn't about, anything in specific like coronavirus. But he did ask Donald Trump about beards. Have a listen to this.
Between myself, Ted Cruz, and Rand Paul, who have all grown sort of quarantine beards, who's his best and why?
Well, I don't like it on you, as I've told you. And I think that's fine if you want to do it. I'm a libertarian in that way. You can do whatever you want. But I don't like it on you. I think that Rand and Ted look better without it. Both friends of mine. They're both doing a fantastic job, and they're both defending me all over the place. Huh? Good-looking guys. I think they both look better personally without it. But I also think that they should do what they want to do, and that's what they'll do. And in some cases, I think it's good, but in your cases, get rid of it.
Boy, that's riveting stuff. What's the next question? What do you think about Ted Cruz's pubic hair? I mean, what's going to be the next question? I wonder.
No, but I mean, I think that Ted Cruz by far has the best beard. It's not even a conversation.
Who's got the best boobs as a politician?
Yeah.
Well, I put Donald Trump right up there. Right up there with Rush Limbaugh. Anyway, it went on. I'm telling you, these questions are really riveting. I mean, I think Donald Trump Jr. has a career in interviewing people. He's amazing. The next question he asked the leader of the free world, who happens to be his father, is about aliens. Have a listen to this.
Before you leave office, will you let us know if there's aliens? Because this is the only thing I really want to know. I want to know what's going on. Would you ever open up Roswell and let us know what's really going on there?
So many people ask me that question.
I know, it sounds almost ridiculous, but it's actually the real question I want to know. It sounds like
a cute question, but it's actually, there are millions and millions of people that want to go there, that want to see it. I won't talk to you about what I know about it, but it's very interesting. But Roswell's a very interesting place with a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
So you're saying you may declassify? Oh. You'll take it?
Well, I'll have to think about that one, right?
Wow, that's really riveting stuff. There's some stuff I know, but I can't speak to you about it, son.
Do you think that's the first time he's had a talk with his dad in like a year?
Probably. What do you think? You
had to ask everything that he's been wanting to ask?
I bet they talk probably.
What do you think Donald Trump?
4 times a week.
What do you think Don Jr.'s present will be to Donald Trump for Father's Day on Sunday? He'll just stay off social media and won't talk to him? I mean, no, seriously, what do you think would be a good gift that Don Jr. would give to his father? 20 minutes with Kimberly Guilfoyle? Seriously. No, I'm serious. That could be a gift. That'd be a good gift. I mean, seriously, what do you think? What would be a really good gift to give Don Jr.?
What do you get for the man who has everything?
A tanning booth?
If he could get Barack Obama's birth certificate from Kenya, that would be a gift.
Yeah.
That would be a real gift.
Yeah, because that ship definitely hasn't sailed by now. Yes. What? No, seriously. What do you think? What do you think it would be?
I don't know what you get for somebody like a Donald Trump, who's a gazillionaire, who if he wants something, he just goes and buys it. So I guess it would have to be something sentimental.
Sentimental, yeah.
How about a private
number one dad mug?
I got it. How about a private dinner date with Don Lemon? How do you think that would go over?
A private dinner date with Don Lemon?
Yeah, just him and Don Lemon, dinner and a movie.
Platonic or not? Because with Don, you don't know.
I don't know about Don Jr. I mean, there's some rumors.
No, I'm saying with Don Lemon, you don't know.
Well, with either of them, I don't know.
I don't think Lemon or Trump would agree to such a rendezvous.
There would be a stalemate there.
How about Melania Trump's body double actually sleeping in the same bed for once with the President of the United States? That would be a good gift, don't you think?
The other question that you're just being stupid at this point. The other question he asked, I don't have the audio of it here, but he said, Dad, I have to ask, who is your favorite child? And don't say Ivanka. Or something like that.
Did he say Ivanka?
No, Trump said basically, he said, I love you all equally or whatever. But to me, there was something behind that question that maybe maybe he did it. It is in doubt of his father's love and attention.
I think that Michael Avenatti, when he came on our show, talked about that a lot. How he wants
how
he wants
Daddy, please love me.
His father's love. Yeah, we had the book that came out and those those jokers that.
Can we put the kids in
gave us
order?
that stuff.
Can I ask you guys?
I actually do think that Donald Trump Jr. has some type of chip on his shoulder that comes from the doubt of his father's love. I do think that just based on what I've seen in the last couple of years, there's something to that possible.
Let's put Donald Trump's kids in order from the kids he likes the best to the kids he likes the least, and I will do it.
These are the kids that we know he has.
Exactly. There might be some other kids out there. All right, let me start. Number one, Ivanka Trump. She is absolutely number
100%.
one on his list. I think he wants to actually make love to her, so I would say that's number one. It's true. Number two, I would actually put Eric Trump at number two.
I put Trump Jr.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Hold on. Number three, I'm going to put Barron Trump in there, and I'm going to put Don Jr. last.
No, I'm going.
No, you got Tiffany as well.
Yeah, I've got.
She doesn't count.
I've got Ivanka. I've got Ivanka 1, Barron 2, Don Jr. 3, Eric 4, and Tiffany 5.
Hold on a second. You think he likes Don Jr. more than Eric?
Absolutely.
Oh boy, I completely wholeheartedly disagree.
I think he likes Trump Jr. better because obviously the name.
Right, exactly.
He's Trump
you
Jr.
You have to factor
and
that in.
I think
right.
he's also better looking than Eric. I think he's ashamed of Eric's face.
He has more charisma than Eric. Yeah, Eric kind of looks like his face is kind of like a smashed Donald Trump face,
like Sloth from Goonies.
And he's 6'7". He's a really tall guy. Now Barron's going to be his number one, assuming that Trump lives for another 5 years.
Did you hear the story by the way
by the
about
time
Barron?
he's 18 or 20 years old?
Did you hear the story about Barron about how he was in school and he was running away from the Secret Service and he was hiding from them in his school? Did you hear that
I did not
story?
hear about that.
That's
no.
actually a true story.
That's news to
and
me.
it did not come on Infowars or OAN, or the OAN network.
Why was he running?
Yeah, by the way, Brian,
he was messing with the Secret Service. He was trying to hide and get away. The guy has to be followed by the Secret Service.
has been selling T-shirts like absolute mad since that took place. That was a massive endorsement for them on a national level. On Twitter, people all over the place were saying, "Who was OAN? Who was OAN?" So, Chuba Hubbard, who's the one that said that Mike Gundy wearing the shirt was totally insensitive with what's going on, just made OAN a lot of money and probably helped out Donald Trump even more in the 2020 election.
I think that people who buy the OAN shirt will put on the shirt and then go take a nice nap on their MyPillow.
I'll say this: in Charlottesville,
there could be some correlation.
In Charlottesville,
I actually did buy one.
In Charlottesville, when Donald
$12.
In Charlottesville, when Donald
Good price.
Boy, I can't even get a sentence in with you guys. In Charlottesville, when Donald Trump said there are good people.
Shipping and handling?
Sharp, Shapiro, and Stein.
You guys close out the show. I can't even get a sentence
How
in
much?
with you idiots.
What do we have left? 2 minutes?
What I was going to say was, in Charlottesville, when Donald Trump said there are good people on both sides, I'm sure a lot of people bought some Klan outfits too, but that doesn't make it right. I mean, I'm sorry. It just doesn't. It doesn't make it right.
Come on. Comparing OAN to the Klan is completely insane.
Well, comparing people.
Come on.
Comparing people buying OAN shirts doesn't mean that's right.
They
There's
are
a lot of idiots
They are
out
a
there.
legitimate news network.
Yeah, they're very legitimate.
Chanel Ryan is very good. Jack Posobiec is very good. Alex Salvi is pretty good.
That's the most ridiculous thing you've said all week. Yeah, you're right. OAN's very legitimate.
They're very good.
They're very good.
There's one particular person who has a pretty bad reputation as a conspiracy guy. I think his name is Oliver.
All right. Well, you buy that OAN shirt, and I'll buy an InfoWars shirt. They're both very legitimate.